Hi, good morning and welcome viewers. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Storytime Lessons in Kindness with the Humane Society. My name is Kate Stemley and I'm filling in for Miss Jessie today. And I'm a volunteer with our pet therapy group and have been a part of this great team for about the last 14 years. I started out with Abby, my first therapy dog, as a puppy in classes at the Humane Society. And then when she turned a year old, we became a volunteer. Now, most of you have probably seen me with Kiva, my 6-year-old yellow lab, who is playing a bit camera shy today and is not really ready to join us, but she's here by my side. And we go out and we do a lot of the community programs. And you probably saw us most recently at the Mutt's Gone Wild program where we were greeters before you went in to watch the show. And we do a lot of programs there at the Humane Society as well. So I love doing this therapy work. It's so neat to see how faces light up and people smile when we go into the nursing homes or the cancer center or the local hospitals. And also it makes a big difference too in our children. And some of you may participate in our Paws to Reads program that helps your reading scores go up. So that's why I'm a part of the Humane Society. I was delighted when Jessie asked me to fill in for her today. So I look forward to our pet suitcase, which will start here in a minute. I want to give a huge shout out right now to our sponsor of the week, Camp Bow Wow, which is a doggy daycare and boarding facility here locally. And great news, they're opening a new Stuart location in June. We hope that you sign up for their newsletter and to learn more information about them. And if you look on your screen, you'll see their website information in the caption. We do have a couple of announcements before we get started. We are in need of a few donations. Dog and cat wet food is needed very much. So wet dog food or cat food. Definitely need some more pee pads. So if you have some to share, some to drop off, some to donate, we would love it. And we also need plastic pet carriers, and most of ours have gone out with our fosters. So if you have any of those items that you can donate, that would be great. And you can drop them off at the shelter at any time. No appointment is necessary. We do have one cat that's left in adoption that would love to go out on foster or to be adopted, and his name is Vlad. We also have a medical case cat that could use a foster, but you would really need to contact the shelter for more information. And one of our team members right now is putting the contact information in the comment section, so you'll know who to call and who to reach out to. We also have several dogs that need to either be fostered or adopted, and you can see any of our animals on our website. Please call the shelter to schedule. And I do want you to know that okay, so the pet suitcase, we're going to start right now with that. And just so you know, the Humane Society will be sending out a pet responsibility coloring book with the first 5 families who post a picture of their animal and let us know how you help with taking care of the family pet. So let's get started. This program is a hands-on lesson that teaches you about what our pets need to be healthy and happy for its entire life. Our pets are a little bit different than animals out in the wild because our pets need food and shelter. They need a little help with food and shelter and general care. And what are those things? So Kiva and her friends have put together a suitcase, which is located next to me, filled with items that our pets need to be healthy and happy. Just out of curiosity, how many of you know what an animal shelter is? And you can put your thoughts in the comment section. You can shout it out to the person sitting next to you. But what is an animal shelter? And Kiva's trying to give me her response, but I don't know dog talk right now. I don't understand it yet. All right. If you wrote down or you shared that a shelter provides food and a home for domestic animals that are homeless, and they do this until the animal can be adopted. So just wanted to make sure you knew about what a shelter is for today. And with a pet, they're a big responsibility. It's not like our basketball or another toy in the house that once you're finished playing, you can just leave it there. Our pets are living creatures and they need somebody to take care of them. So in this suitcase, Kiva has all of the necessities that she needs or her friends, cat, rabbit, ferret, whatever it might be, to be healthy. So Kiva, can you help me pick a bag? She's playing a little shy today, so I'm just going to get started with what is her favorite. Now I'm putting a couple of items up in the video chat for you to see. And think about what each of these means. Why would these be important? Now this is cat snacks and some cat food, a can of cat food, which has Kiva highly intrigued. And I think what she's trying to go for are her treats for a pet. So in this bag, we have some basic necessities. Now, why does a dog need treats? Or why does a cat need treats? Well, if you answered a reward or to pay them for good behavior, that is a great answer. Absolutely. We use treats when training our dogs. It's a great motivator, especially for labs that are highly motivated by food. So you're rewarding them for good behavior. It's a reminder. It's very helpful to them. Do you know what part of the body treats help to keep healthy? Put your answer in the comment section. We'll wait just a minute. Okay, if you answered treat, you are correct. And I just gave Kiva a treat to say hello to you. So yes, a treat actually keeps their teeth healthy. It does help clean them a little bit, but that doesn't take the place of brushing. Now, quick question. Why shouldn't your dogs eat chicken bones or bones off your dinner table? Again, you can put your thoughts in the comment section. If you said so it could cause them to choke, you're absolutely correct. We don't want our dogs to eat chicken bones or bones off the table because they may splinter and cause them to splinter and cause a choking problem in our dogs. So the next thing that we have is the food or the food bowl. So it's important that the dog or cat has their own place for their food. And I have a question. How many of you feed your dog or cat a cheeseburger for every meal? Okay. All right, good. Well, hopefully that is a rare occurrence if it should happen at all, because a cheeseburger every day wouldn't be healthy. It would be like us eating a candy bar every day for a meal. After time, it's not really healthy for us to do that. It's important to feed your pet food that's specifically designed for them, or a lot of people feed their pets whole foods or raw foods, which is specifically designed for their nutritional needs. So make sure you're feeding a healthy choice for your pet. How many of you help out feeding your dog or cat? I have 2 helpers in my house. My sons both help us feed our cats or dogs. Brendan just reached in to say hello. If you don't already, can you help feed your dog or cat? That would be very helpful, I'm sure, to your parents. All right, the other thing that's good in this water bowl is it has 2 spaces, one for food and one for water. It's important to give our animals fresh water. How often should we give our pets fresh water? You can put your suggestions in the comment section. It's important to give them fresh water at least daily, if not several times a day. I know for our dogs that we give them fresh water at least 3 times a day, and it might be as many as 6 times a day, just with how much they're going outside and how much they're running around. What happens if you don't change the water? Right. How would you like to drink a cup of water that has bugs or slime or dirt in it? Wouldn't be too tasty, right? The same thing can be said for our dogs and pets. Their bowls get dirt and bugs in it. If they were out sniffing in the yard and got into some dirt, that dirt then gets transferred to their water bowl. The slime gets in there if their water bowl isn't cleaned out on a regular basis. So it's important to make sure they have some fresh water. All right, Miss Kiva, Is there another toy that you want to see? What's the next bag? This is Kiva's favorite bag. And I have to be careful with this so she doesn't see it. So let's, oh wow. Uh-oh. Kiva's, like I said, I have to be careful with this one. There's a ball here. And then, oh, Kiva likes the rope. Yes, Kiva, you may not have the rope. Sorry, I have to be careful with this one because, and here's Onyx. And she really, sorry about that, but this is real life. This is what happens with our pups. They love these toys. And we have a bone. Oh, yes, Kiva, you're not so shy when there's toys around. Let me pull out a couple of cat toys. I'm going to save that one for last. Here's a couple of mice. Kiva's rather interested in those today. You silly girl. And there's another bone. I'm not going to say that too loud. And here's a cat ball. Is this a good toy for somebody like Kiva to use? What are your thoughts? See how big Kiva is? Say hello, Kiva. What would happen if Kiva had this particular ball? What do you think? You can put your comments in the chat. I'm going to put these toys away so she doesn't jump up on the table again. So what do you think? A ball like this is a little small for Kiva, but perfect for a cat. And there's a little ball in it that makes some noise and keeps things really interesting. Onyx is very interested in this ball right now as well. But a toy like this could hurt a dog like Kiva. She could break it and get the little pieces in her that could cause problems. So the ideal for Kiva and Onyx, who's visiting in the camera right now, is a big ball like this. So, and then last but not least of our toys is a paper bag. Now, why would a paper bag be good for, I would say, more a cat than a dog? Maybe some little dogs might like this, but why would this be good? Well, you know what? You can open up this bag, and the bag is a great toy that the cat can run in and out of and play with, and you can roll the ball into it. It might even be good for a small dog. Now, Kiva and Onyx are trying to get into it just because of the sound that it makes. So that might be an option too. But it's important for pets to have toys. They need time to play. They want to engage. It also is a part of enrichment. So it makes their life fun, just like you have fun when you play with your toys. So there's there's so many things that you can do with your dogs. I know sometimes we'll play catch with a bottled water with our dogs, or even a stick in the yard, as long as they don't chew that stick and get pieces stuck in it. So lots of good things to do with the toys, and they don't have to be expensive. So what's the next thing we're going to do? Well, let's see, Kiva. Is this our next one? Kiva said this is our next one to do. And so let's see what we have. All right, let's see. Oh, this is a very pretty. It's a collar with some things on it and a leash. Now, why would this be important? And yes, Kiva likes to smell the leash. She wants to be all about that. Kiva, sit. Good girl. Thank you. Why is a collar and a leash important? Well, let's start with the leash. You can put your comments in the comment section about why this is important. But, a leash is really important when you go outside. Even though our dogs are very well trained, they come on command, you never know if a noise is going to spook them and they might jump or dart, and there's traffic out there. But also, labs have a very good sense of smell. And I know, even in our backyards, if our dogs get a scent of the rabbits, they will follow the rabbit path all the way around our yard, smelling that rabbit. And when we go out on walks, they want to do the same thing. And you just don't want them to wander off and get lost or get have a run-in with a car, which is never fun, or, get hurt by another animal that could be out there. So it's always important to keep a leash on your dog. With the collar, and I'll take this one off and use this one as an example, there's some things that you need to have on your collar to help keep your dog or cat healthy and safe. And I know some cats don't have that, and that's fine. But you need to have the identification tag that has your name, the dog's name, and how to get in touch with you, so the dog has a so they know if somebody finds your dog where they can take them, or excuse me, how to get in touch with you, so you know that your dog is out and they can get him. There's also important, the county here in Martin County, we have our rabies tag and we have our county tag that lets everyone know that we're up to date on our shot. So it's important that we keep this. Another thing that we do, which is important, is this this little device here will check a dog and make sure that you have a microchip in your dog. And so all of our dogs are chipped, and it's about the size of a piece of rice. I was trying to show the nail on my finger, but that's so small you might not be able to see it. But it's important. This device will read the microchip, and it gives the number, so you can go to any vet or the Humane Society, and they'll scan the dog with this device, and then it tells you a number, and then you research that number, and it tells you who owns the dog. So it's an additional safety measure that can help us with making sure our dogs get home in case they're lost. So it's really important to have your leash, to have your collar, to have your identification tags, because these are all really important in helping keep our dogs safe. All right. Well, I guess we saved the best for last, because this is the last bag for this particular session. Kiva? Oh boy, this is a fun one that we have. It's Kiva's favorite. Now, I have a question for you, and you can put your answer in the comment box. What happens if you don't brush or comb your hair every day? I know my hair might start looking something like this, all matted and knotted and all kinds of crazy. And this same thing can happen to your dog if you don't brush or comb daily. So in this particular box or bag, we have our brush and our comb, which is so important to use on our dogs. Kiva is trying to sneak into the picture right now because she absolutely loves to be brushed. And right now, with her shedding her winter coat, she's leaving lots of embers and fibers of joy in my house because of how much she is shedding. So we brush our dogs every day for about 30 minutes because of all their fur. Now, some dogs have hair, which actually needs to be groomed or cut on a regular basis so it doesn't get too long. Shampoo. Oh, wow. How many of you like to take a bath or a bubble bath? In our house, our dogs are all different in getting their baths. Kiva loves a bath and will sit there. Onyx, who decided to join us in the camera, not so much. She doesn't like her baths at all. And she would rather run away from you than have a bath. So, but it's important to give your dogs a bath on a regular basis, or your pets on a regular basis, so they stay clean and smell nice. It's important to always have an adult help you with your pet bath. And remember to keep the product out of their eyes and ears. Do you like it when the soap gets in your eyes or in your ears? I sure don't. And your dogs kind of feel the same way about it. If you see any fleas or ticks on your pet when you're giving them a bath, talk with your vet about options to help keep that down. Now, this is interesting. Can anyone see what this is? It's super small. I'll bring it up close to the camera. There's some bristles right here. And I have another picture. Our dogs can have, that's an inside of a mouth. I was going to show you Kiva's, but she didn't want to be in the spotlight right now. But a dog can get food and plaque on their teeth just like we do as humans. So it's important that you brush your dog's teeth. And there's actually toothpaste and toothbrushes that are made specifically for your pet. So you really do want to ensure that you're not using your toothpaste that you would use on yourself, you want to use something specifically that a dog or a cat would like. And for example, this toothpaste is beef flavored, and if I opened it up, Kiva would try to lick it all out. So it's important to brush your teeth, keep your teeth clean, or well, you need to brush your teeth too, but it's important to keep your dog's teeth clean and healthy as well. And last but not least, nobody in my house likes this. This is the nail clippers. And unless you're very adept at this, I would definitely not do it. I would leave this for an adult in your house. Or if they're not comfortable do it, have a vet or groomer do it. But with a cat, the cat's nails stay in unless they want to climb. So you're not going to run the risk as much per se with a cat and having their sharp nails get you. With a dog, however, their nails always stay out. And if they are not clipped, eventually the dog ends up walking on the toenail instead of the pad of their paw. So you do want to keep those nails cut, and you do want to keep them comfortable. It's important that you don't cut too small or too short, because then the dog's nail will bleed. So it's a fine line, and that's why I encourage an adult to do it, or a groomer, or your vet. Sorry for the technical difficulties today. So this is the first half of things that Kiva packed for us for what she needs in her pet suitcase to keep her healthy and happy. And the next session will be on Friday. So we're coming to the end of our session, and I just wanted to remind you, don't forget to comment and put a picture of you and your pet in the comment section and tell how you help your family with your pets to keep them healthy. You'll win, there's a raffle for some pet responsibility coloring books, which are pretty awesome. I do have to say so myself. Also, we'd love to thank Camp Bow Wow for sponsoring this week's story time. And again, their link is in the caption, so make sure to check them out. We'd love for you to share this video with your friends and family to learn more about pet responsibility and the Humane Society of the Treasure Coast. And we hope that you tune in on Friday at 11 a.m. with Miss Jessie for part 2 of our session. So thank you so much, and enjoy your day.